Hey there, how are we doing today? Just in the late evening here. And guess what? This is not Los Angeles. I told you last week or a couple weeks back, I'll be doing something live in another town, another city, another state. And I said I will be letting you guys know where I'm going to be at. I moved out of Los Angeles 2 weeks ago, almost 2 weeks ago. But I wanted to stop in Texas to see my family, my sister and the kids and niece and nephews and all that. So here I am in Texas. Yes, I'm not moving to Texas. I didn't move here. That I will let you know next week. I am going to be on the East Coast. I moved out of Los Angeles on July 3rd, and I'm doing my thing right now, just going cross country, but I wanted to take a stop in Dallas. And yes, I nearly missed that big storm they had a few days ago or a week ago that unfortunately lost they lost a lot of people. 50 plus people was found unalive. So we got to pray for their families. I see everybody that's in. What's up? But I'm praying for their families. That was sad. And I actually came close to getting caught up in that storm as I was driving from Los Angeles to here. So this is Texas. Beautiful. I'm in the sun down almost. And I said, let me get out here before it gets pitch dark. I'm already dark skinned anyway. And so I want you guys to see my little glowy skin. Man, my skin is glowing. I feel good, right? I feel good and happy. You know, even though this is not fashion season, I just got done working out in the gym. And just I'm getting my little strong on, getting my little workout in. And it feels good. So my skin is glowing and getting myself ready 2 months from now from fashion season. So I still got to look good for everybody. I still got to look good in the gym. I always match. I got all white on. Got my black and red shoes. You know, got the watch. You know, I got the black and red. You know what I got to do. You know what I got to do. Got my red Dr. Dre beats on. I got to look good, baby. Only thing that didn't match, I couldn't find my white hat. So, but you know, I look good. So, hey. But no, today I'm just, I'll get on here live. If you guys haven't been following me lately, I've been doing live for the last 2 months. And I do things on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, mainly YouTube. So this will go on my YouTube channel, Perry Jones. Get over to Perry Jones on YouTube and follow me. But I got a major surprise. Major surprise for New York Fashion Week, or this Fashion Week. I already gave up the heads up right there. Most likely I will be doing the official calendar for New York Fashion Week again. So I see one of my models in there. And hey. But I will be doing most likely the official New York Fashion Week, the same production. So Global Fashion Collective, GFC, not KFC, but GFC. But it was a masterpiece. We put it on in February. If you guys didn't know, if you guys were hiding underneath a rock, that show was major blast, to the point that I had over 300 publications, over 200, almost 250 from top magazines, from Harper's Bazaar to Vogue, Marie Claire, Elle Magazine. I don't know if I did Time Magazine, but I know that they were watching. I don't think I was on Time, but the pages of New York Fashion Week, it is still up on their page. Go to NewYorkFashionWeek.com. You'll see my brand. Go to YouTube and see New York Fashion Week. My video was up from that show. So we did it. Yes, we did it. We did it. So, hey. But I'm going to probably do it again. Now, I haven't signed anything. They gave me the offer. And they said, Perry, you did one hell of a job, and we want you to come back again. Everybody looked good. And so I definitely will be doing it. And it's going to be, if you thought this past February was banging, just wait. Just wait till September. You know I don't go backwards. Whatever I do things, I don't go backwards. It's always better. Even I have to surprise myself sometimes because I feel like, man, this show will be hard to top. This show, that show I did, I mean, people were in the audience. People were wanting to talk to me, wanting autographs. I wasn't a model. I was just a designer. There's some beautiful models that was rocking the house. But, you know, people wanted to stop me, you know, wanted to talk to me, get interviews. And I was just like, wow, this is amazing. It got to the point that the Global never seen me before. They heard of me. Of course, they got me on. But they were like, hey, we got a spot for you in Milan. You want to take that spot too? And Milan was not on the schedule. I was not, I mean, talking about being tight financially. Talking about being tight with time. I'm just thinking I'm just going to do New York Fashion Week and get my ass out of here and go home. But they were like, Perry, we need you for Milan. We need you to be in Paris too. I was like, okay, I'll do Milan. I will do Milan. So 2 weeks, was it 2 weeks or 3 weeks later, our team went to Milan and we kicked some We kicked some ass. I'll say that. We kicked some ass in Milan. So you keep following me, great things are going to happen. You know, it's like while I'm on this trip, I had a 20-hour drive from Los Angeles, basically Pasadena area where I was at, Pasadena to Dallas. Now, I stopped a few times. But on my way of stopping, I thought about all the times that everybody goes through ups and downs in life. And I said, man, why do I go through these things every couple years of starting nearly over? Of not just starting over, but I feel like I lose a lot. I lose a lot of things, you know. It could be things. That's the key word, things. Lose people, relationships. Sometimes you lose your money. You lose time. People that you thought was in your corner as friends or phony-ass friends. Yes, they turned out to be those phony-ass friends. And I'm like, why do I keep every few years I just go through like a recycle? Like, can't people just be on my team or be in my life and or whatever situations and just stick around for several seasons? Just hang out with me. Please hang out with me. But, you know, what I wonder and what I notice, and I said it on one of my videos before, is people come in your life for seasons. Some might last a few seasons. Some might last just for half a season. I mean, I look at everything like I look at these trees, you know, the bushes, the leaves. I look at everything like that, and it's like a tree of life almost, basically. And some people are in your life for just like that, just like how a tree grows. You see the trunk. The trunk is always like the friendships that you built early in your life, probably childhood, probably junior high or whatever. Then it branches off into some thicker branches, and all of a sudden you might catch them in your early 20s or whatever, and they might stick around for a while. But then in the fashion world, because you guys, I see people in here and people on YouTube, most of this channel is fashion. In the fashion game, people will understand you lose a lot of people over and over and over again. Either they're trying to start their own thing, or they could be some backstabbers, or people that just might be good people, but they're just only good for that season. And you'll know their time is up. I mean, they could tell you, or they just fade away. And sometimes it's not the best. Sometimes people fade away because I catch them doing some junk, or they're not truthful. They are just, you know, something about them that's just like, okay, I thought they were cool at first, and then suddenly they just flip on you. Have you ever had that happen before? You think someone's really cool, best thing since sliced bread, and then they just trip. They just, one day you wake up, you try to call them, they're not around. They're always busy. All of a sudden they're busy. Or they just you hang out with them and something's changed. And I'm a Virgo. You guys don't know that by now? I'm a Virgo. I pick up on stuff. You know what I'm saying? French. I pick up on a lot of things. So you can't get over them. You can try. I might even play dumb. I might play dumb to see how far you can go with your BS. And then I'll just call you out. Because I'm like, okay, maybe you don't know any better. Maybe you don't know any better. And I'll give you a pass. But if I put a little cheese out there and I want to see how far you're going to go with this cheese. And I'm like, oh, I put that little dangling cheese out there, put that little dangling carrot out there. And you try to do something to me like that? You try to take advantage of me, take advantage of my team. That's happened. Talk about losing people. They lose themselves. I give them the rope. They'll have their rope. I'll hang them. I'll give them their rope. They'll hang themselves. So that has happened. When I'm talking about this topic today of losing, I lose nearly everything. But I always get it back. I always get it back tenfold. So if I lose someone on my team, if I lose, let's say I'm working at a job or whatever, and the job is paying six figures or something big that you love, and you just happen, they lay you off or they let you go or they fire you. And I'm like, damn, that was the best job I've ever had. Why? I can't pay for this. I've had a beautiful place in Pasadena. I had a bungalow, a lovely house, like a bungalow house. And I'm like, I don't want to give this up. I lived in LA for 9 years. And I'm like, 9 years in LA? Man, or LA County. I'm like, I don't want to live anywhere else. I want LA. I want to be in LA for the rest of my life. But then as you grow, and I grew, I've grown a lot over the years in the fashion industry, that at one time that you looked up to. Part of the reason why I say I lose things is because most people, when you grow in life, and when you grow in life, you're going to lose things. You're going to lose friendships. You're going to lose people. You're going to lose what you liked at one time. It could be food. Have you ever had that? You like something, peanut butter and jelly in high school. Now you can't stand peanut butter and jelly. You grew. Your taste buds grew. Whatever. Everything grows. And when you grow, not everybody is going to be happy for you. Not everybody can hang out with your new vibration. And I definitely found a new vibration over the last year and a half. I've actually had productions that recently, not this latest one. The latest was the best one I've ever had. But I've had productions I thought for sure I could see myself hanging out with for a while. But then you grow. As a designer, you grow. Your outfits look better. On the stage, it looks better. People are telling you it looks better. But people in LA, they weren't giving me the vibe. I'm like, why should I live in LA? It's got little mosquitoes in Texas. God damn, and I'm sweating. That's one thing. I'm not living here. You be sweating your ass off here in Texas. And this is Dallas. So it's up like North Texas. Just imagine if my ass was in Houston. Lord have mercy. There'd be bugs everywhere. I'd be sweating getting out the car. I'd be sweating in the car. I'm sweating right now, and you see it's almost dark. I mean, we're at almost 9 o'clock, and I'm sweating. I'm like, I shouldn't be sweating. Damn. That's one thing I'll miss about LA. Can't fault the weather, but where I'm going to go on the East Coast, I'll let you know. I'm going to be by a beach. So, yeah. When I do things, when I take a step back, when I come back or gain a step, I'm always coming out better. I always come out tenfold. So I don't look at the situation of I left LA because I really had to leave LA. I just felt like LA just wasn't it for me anymore. I grew as a person. I grew as a designer. And when you get people noticing you like Tory Burch, the big time fashion designer Tory Burch, they know who I am. New York Fashion Week, not LA, but New York Fashion Week. People started knowing who I am, noticing my brand being up there with the Balenciagas and, the Louis Vuittons. And I'm not just throwing names out there. See, people look up to them. But when you go to Europe and they see your brand, like I was in Milan, and they said, Perry, you don't have to put your head down for nobody. Just because they've been out there for 20 and 30 and 40 years doesn't mean that they're better. I mean, I don't try to put myself over them. They've been around for a while. I love all those major brands. But people can come to you and say, hey, I recognized you. You that one guy, you that one designer, whatever. I'm like, this is in Milan. Look it up on one of my videos. They knew who I was in Milan, far away from United States. And I'm like, you're doing something. You are on your way. It just takes time. Everybody has time. And that's the key word, time. They got over. They did that. They took their, they started in 1980, started in 1970s. Only thing they have over me is time. But at one time, someone was over them. It came to time. But eventually, they found out and they knew, okay, that's the brand to go after. And now they're up there. Same thing's going to happen to me. I don't get into this business to be famous. I get into be successful. That's two different things. And to be successful, you got to be uneasy. You got to be uncomfortable. And staying in LA would have made me comfortable. I would have been fine in LA, but I wouldn't have made waves like I'm doing right now. The last 3 years, I haven't done any shows in Los Angeles. Los Angeles County, I turned them down. Even the so-called good shows, I'm not going to mention their names. Look up all the good shows, top shows in Los Angeles. I turned them all down. It's just nothing wrong with them. It's just growing. When you do official New York Fashion Week, you do Paris. I did Paris last year. Paris Fashion Week, you do Milan, you do London. You got to keep it up there. You have to keep it up there. You just, you can't go backwards. I feel like even though LA is nice, it'd just be a back step. And they know it. LA thinks they're all that. I'm not going to poo-poo LA because I was here for 9 years, but a lot of people know that LA tries to front. But they're definitely not New York. They're definitely not Milan. And they're definitely not Paris. They're not even London. They're just LA. So, yeah, could I plateau and say, okay, I'll just stay comfortable in that town of Los Angeles and maybe I'll grow a little bit? There's some great designers that live there now, and if they got to the point that's their choice, maybe I'll come back to live there. But for now, I gotta move, and I am moving. So that's where I'm at right now is I had to get uncomfortable. I lived on the East Coast a long time ago. It wasn't bad, but I've noticed that my brand, people like my brand more in New York City. They like my brand more just on the East Coast. Every people I talk to on the East Coast, it's like they give me my love. I'm not saying that people on the West Coast don't, but it's far and few in between. I don't have time to be waiting. You sit there and nothing's happening. You're like, okay, am I going to just sit here on my ass and nothing's going on? Or am I going to make a wave and hear everything the Most High tells me and say, hey, it's time to move? Could I have moved to Vegas? Could I have moved to Chicago? Maybe Florida? But no, I just felt in my spirit it was time to move to New York City. So I gave you a little hint. It's not going to be New York City right away, but it's close enough. I just call it New York City. So there's your hint. I'm close. Very close. So yeah, Perry Jones is making his way to New York City or near New York City. There you have it. And I feel good about this journey. When I said the topic is you're going to lose to win. When you lose something, you gain something. You should. You just don't lose and then let it go. Like I said, with the topic of I'm losing almost everything. I put everything in storage. Still got some stuff in LA. But I lost some things. I lost some furniture while I was moving. But at the same time, you can always replace it with different furniture. You see, it's starting to get dark out. I better get some light. I don't want you guys to see that. Only see my teeth. You can see my teeth a little bit. So let me get into some light over here because I want you guys to see more than teeth. Let me get over here by the light. But yeah, so it's just like I lost even models. I see some models on here, like I said earlier. I've lost models I thought was going to be rolling with me, riding with me for a long time. But then, I feel like once I lose a few models, I get better models. So it's always something like you lose a house you get a better house. You lose friends, you come around, you get better friends. It's always like that. And I love it. You know, the life, especially, you know, this my age, I've been around for a minute. A lot of people have come and go in my life. And it's okay. I don't want to hold on to dead weight. I don't want to hold on. Got that talking to a friend, you know, and she was just talking about how she wants to help. Well, she wanted her to help her out with something, but that person did not want to help her at all. And it was like, why should you keep trying for somebody that don't have your best interests? Why keep going after someone that doesn't want to be a part of your team? Why keep going after someone they just can't stand you winning? And that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Everybody wants to win, and people don't want to see you win. They want to see you win with them. But when you're doing it without them, that's a problem. And I can't have that. You know, it's sad that some of these people you break bread with, hung out with, probably gone to a movie with, just everything. You broke bread and, you know, might have gave out some money to this person or persons. But then you feel like in the long run, this person really wasn't 100% for you. Maybe at first, but then something along the way has changed that they're not for you anymore. It's unfortunate, but I pick up on that. It's good. What I do is thank them while I'm kicking them out the door, because I was like, thank you for helping me out. And I thank you that you showed your teeth at the same time, so you helped me kick you out. It has to be bad. I don't like to talk bad about people. I mean, people have tried to drag my name in the mud a few times, and I overcome it. What makes it really bad is they're really hurting themselves when they're trying to put you down. And they don't know that. They're really trying to hurt you, but they're hurting themselves. And I always say punishment is karma. Because a lot of these people, once they move on from me, or I move on from them, normally I don't hear about them again. Normally, every now and then someone would tell me, hey, have you heard about this person or that production or whatever? And then they might throw something towards me or whatever. Like, hey, check this out. This is them. This is them. Remember you used to be with them a long time ago, or 2 years ago, or 3 years ago? Look at them now. And it's kind of like you get a high, like you just, oh my God, I'm glad I left when I left, because that person or that production, they're not looking good. They're looking really bad. And you don't wish bad luck on that. It's just, when I'm saying karma, that's karma. They're trying to make you look bad, and then they turn around and look at them like, wow, they really look kind of rough. And I never wish bad luck. I mean, you could be evil to me, and I've had some incidents that people were evil. They showed their true intentions. And when you're not rocking with them, they really show their heart. They show all about, it's like their teeth was hiding in that sheep's clothing. But as I got closer to what I wanted to do, that's when they started turning their back. And that happens. And you think at the time, like, man, I lost them. Wow, how am I going to replace that? How am I going to replace that person? Let's take, for instance, there was 2 high-end models I really wanted to be on my team a year ago. They look great. I got someone flashing their brights at me. I'm like, why are you flashing your brights? There's nobody in front of you. Why flash? But I really wanted these 2 models to model for me. One of them was really known, very known. And I'm like, man, if I get that person, man, my brand will skyrocket. If I get this person, my brand will skyrocket. And I didn't get neither. And it's like, wow, you really want that person. Or another instance that you might have a model that worked for you, and they did great things. You're thinking they're a supermodel, or they call themselves a supermodel. But I know what a supermodel looks like. Hell, I used to model. I know. But you were good enough to be on my team. And suddenly they just act funny. And I'm like, I don't think you're going to be part of my team anymore. Or they don't get back with you, but they're always watching you. You know, it's funny how sometimes they, on their own, let you go. But then those are the same people. You be doing the story and they'll be the first ones to check you out. You ever had people like that? You can put that in the comments. You ever had people that it just seems like you let them go or they let you go, but then they're the first ones at your story. They're the first ones to watch you. They watch everything you do. It's like, hey, if I was an asshole, if I was someone that you don't want to be around anymore, why are you still watching me? Like, why don't you just delete me? Why don't you unfriend me? Why don't you block me or whatever? I mean, I've had those things that happened before, but there's some people, even to this day, they're not rocking with me like that, and they still watch me. And I'm like, damn, am I that interesting? I feel like, yeah, I could be boring sometimes, but I turn it on and I turn it off. I mean, when I'm in fashion season, I feel like I'm Clark Kent right now, but during fashion season, I got these glasses, they call me Clark Kent. But in fashion season, I could turn into Superman. I feel like I am Superman. I feel like there's a cape. I feel like I have a cape on me during fashion season. It's like I'm another person. I'm a whole new person. I'm in shape. I mean, I'm not in bad shape right now. I'm decent shape. I don't have no gut. I got my little whites on. But when I'm in fashion season, I work out consistently. But when it comes close to the fashion season, I put it in another gear. I'm like, okay, I'm not even modeling, but I gotta look good when I get on stage. I gotta look good in my interviews. I gotta just look good. I'm representing my brand. Hell yeah. I'm not gonna be like no big slobby fat Albert. No, that is not me. I am gonna look good all the time. And there might be some off days, but even my off days, I'm still trying to rock the house. I mean, I didn't cut my hair so my hat is on, but I like to fade it up for a brother. You know, I gotta look good. Always got to look good. And a lot of people don't want you to look good. They want you at your worst. A lot of people have those phony hearts. Now, I mean, when I say a lot, I mean, I'm not talking 90%, but I'm just saying, it just seems like, especially in today's society, it's not like it was 10 years ago. Social media has effed it up for a lot of people. Social media could be a great tool, but unfortunately social media has had so many people being self-absorbed. A lot of people are self-absorbed. Me. There are people, they think they're models. There's people that, you know, or they're this makeup artist, or they're this influencer or whatever. And it's sad because when I say I want a female model 5'9" and up, and I used to have auditions, I don't even do auditions anymore. It's like, if you might have to show me a reel of, you know, your reel of you walking, but it's not really an audition, just show me your reel. But if I have a certain look, I go to you. I come to you if I like you, not you come to me. Now, there might be a rare occasion that someone can come to me and they have everything I want. If I see a model that's female, that's 5'9", I want someone 5'9" and up. I still get these females that's 5'5". These females be 5'5" and they still want a model for me. And I tell you, 5'9". I mean, if you're 5'8", you better be a damn good 5'8". 5'7", now you're pushing it. Now you're going too far. 5'7", I mean, you better be everything I need. You better have the legs like a giraffe at 5'7". But 5'9", 5'8" would be okay, but 5'9", people just don't listen. Males, because I'm a male, that if I say 6'2" or 6'1.5" or whatever, because that's my height. So if I put that for my thing is, hey, I want a male that's 6'1.5" or 6 feet, someone that's equal height as me or taller. I still get these males saying that they're 6'1", and I see them in person, they're 5'10". I'm like, you must have missed the memo. But they always try to plead. I'm like, there's nothing to plead. They get angry. I don't know why people get so angry when you tell them, like, no, this is not it. It's just social media has made people, what's that word I'm looking for? I mean, yeah, they're hard-headed. They're arrogant. They think they puff themselves up a lot bigger than who they really are. Because social media has got these guys thirsty. If you're a female, you're 5'5", got a pretty face, got a nice slamming body, but you're only 5'5", but you got dudes that be in your DM 90% of the time. You got dudes hollering at you. You got 10,000 likes. Now you thinking that you're Kim Kardashian. You thinking that you're Cindy Crawford as a model. Naomi Campbell, because these guys gassed you up. And I'm like, and then you got the nerves to come to me. Well, I got this going and I got that going. And I'm like, what? No. You got these guys gassing you up. They want to get in your drawers. And you still think you all that and a bag of chips? No. And same thing with fellas. They could be the next Chris Brown. They might look like Chris Brown. They might look like Tyson Beckford. They can look like Tyson Beckford, but they be 5'8". I'm just like, you guys are something else. You might have 1/3 of what I like, but you got to have it all. I want my shows to be top notch. There's, people that's in the chat right now, they know shows got to be top notch. I can't be playing as you grow, as you level up, as you get, like I said earlier, once you get in your levels, there's things that you can't tolerate anymore. And I can't tolerate that. I can't tolerate those things. That's the new me. That's my new level. It's to the point that my new level has carried me over to the East Coast. LA, at one time, I used to tolerate. That's the key word. I don't tolerate anymore. But I've had guys 5'10", 5'9", and they said, okay, fine. It's a different me now. That me, I could kick my own ass back in 2017, 2016, 2018. That's not me anymore. And some people look at you. That's another thing you're going to find out too when you grow in life. Some people want to hold on to the old you. Mark that word down. Mark that down. Write it down. People like to hold on to the old you. They want to hold on to the person that they used to control. Should I turn this way? That light is, yeah, there we go. I'm going to walk backwards so you can see my face. So exercise, baby, exercise. Get your lungs right like me. Woo! But people want to control that old you. They want to control the person that they met whenever, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. They don't like the new you because the new you has nothing to do with them. So that's what the new thing now. The new me is not tolerating. So I still got the old me on some people's calendars. So when they try to contact me, they think they're talking to the person from that time. 2018, 2019, 2020, even as recent as 2023. No, you're talking to me today. So when people come at me, you're going to lose a lot of people. You're going to lose friends. You're going to lose partners. You're going to lose whoever that you thought was going to be on your team because you leveled up. You went to another level. And people can't do those things that they used to do, on their previous level. Amazing that people still try. You will still get. I have had someone recently ask me to do something for them for free. They want me to give them a suit just for some type of video or some type of from ad or whatever the case may be. It could have been for a regular photo shoot. Like it's nothing. Like, wait a minute, how am I going to get paid? What is it in for me? I'm Boo Boo the Fool, born that night, but goddamn it wasn't last night. People still try to come out. They think this is 2016 or something. And I didn't know this person that long, but I'm like, God damn, you don't respect me like that? Okay, you're cut. I might know you a little bit, but you definitely don't know who I am. I mean, I haven't made it all the way. I'm not like, Mark Jacobs and Tom Ford, but god damn. I ain't giving shit out for, excuse my language, but I ain't giving nothing out for free. Hell to the no. I've done that long time ago because I thought someone would return the favor. Not in LA, not in that town, and maybe in the town that you're in. It might be like that in New York City. I don't know, but there's a lot of pompous, a lot of narcissist people. And I will dedicate a show 100% to narcissists because I come in smiley. I come in nice and peaceful and easy going. People think easiness and meekness is weakness. And I'll let you slide for a little bit. I might even invite you in. We might even have a snack or a drink. I just want to see what you're all about. But when it comes to that, you keep that up, I'm going to be like, oh, this person thinks I'm boo the fool. We can't have that. So I French that and say, no, not today. Maybe I would have tolerated that 6 years ago, 7 years ago, but not today. We ain't having it. So in closing, I'm going to close it. It's getting really dark out here. You can barely see my face, but still pretty. It's just, gotta show a little teeth. Let me get in this light to finish it up. I appreciate everybody that has joined. And I'm in Texas visiting my family here. I came all the way from LA, 20-hour trip. Got here about a week and a half ago. It's been beautiful, but this is not my resting place, but just passing through, because where I'm going, if I would have took that trip from my old town of Pasadena to where I'm going, that's like a 41, 42 hour like drive. I'm driving. Woo! And it's fun when you drive. I love trips. I mean, I don't do this all the time, but today's topic is you lose almost everything, but there's a good thing about it is once you lose something, you get it back. Just be positive. I lost, what did I lose? I lost, leaving LA, which was great for me at the time. But I'm going to a better place and a better situation for my business. I lost some furniture, moving, unfortunately, but it was time to go. When I get my new furniture, it's going to look a lot better. I lost a beautiful bungalow house that I had in Pasadena for years. But when I get to my new place, I'm going to be in a big house, bigger house. You see, when you lose things, I talk about losing friendships. I'm going to gain new friendships on the East Coast. Losing stores or two in California. Guess what? I'm about to be in a store in New York City. My brand, Perry Jones. Yes. I'll be right down the street from a couple of stores. I talked about Tory Burch earlier. I'm going to be down the street from major stores, excuse me. And speaking of shows, I will be in the Mecca or near the Mecca, New York City. What did I lose? Like I said, the topic is I lost almost, keyword, almost everything. But I gained, damn near everything back tenfold. And if I didn't get, if I lost something and I didn't replace it, I didn't need it. It wasn't meant to be. It was good at that time. It was like having a BMW, like having a big car or something. You don't need it, you don't need it. Do I need a car in New York? Anybody here in New York? Do you really need a car in New York? New Jersey, do you need a car? I have a car. I have that beautiful car right there. That's the car I drove from LA to here. That car right there. That's my baby. Yes, you see my baby? You see that car? Yeah, it's a Mini Cooper. You see that Mini Cooper? That's a badass Mini Cooper, a two-tone Mini Cooper. Look at that. That baby got wheels. They can go fast. I love my Mini Cooper. Anybody in the house got a Mini Cooper? Anybody here that got a Mini Cooper? I got a Mini Cooper. Yeah, my Mini Cooper's on time. That's my baby. Yeah, me and the Mini Cooper, we're going to be friends for a little bit until this thing gives out. But that's my baby. Y'all like Mini Coopers? That's my ride. So, signing off. Let me get this car going. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, that's my baby. That's my baby. Gotta go, family. Check me out, YouTube. Perry Jones. And you want to check out my podcast is on there. You can check out my brand at perryjonesii.com as you see all the latest stuff. I don't put anything brand new, before the show. So you won't see that. That will have to be a surprise for you. So thank you guys so much for coming in and tuning in and checking me out all the way through. And Normally I have a show like on Thursdays, but since I'm out of town, and once I get rested and nested up, then I'll have a show twice a week. Until then, I'll just be doing shows every Sunday. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'm signing off, Perry Jones. Love ya, and thank you.